my name is Bright Chinedu Agbawo. I'll be taking you on woodwork hand tools, and our objective for this lesson is identifying workbench and its appliances and make correct uses of it, and also identifying, measuring, setting out and marking out tools, driving tools, boring tools, and holding and cutting tools, and making proper use of them. The last one is selecting the right tools for a given operation. My introduction is: students write on desks, surgeons operate on the table in the operating theaters. Now, the wood workers operate on woodbench with the wood workshop tools and appliances made available for the job. Now, the workbench is constructed for various activities carried out in the workshop. It is made up of heavy and strong timber to prevent vibration. The center of the bench is usually lower than its two sides. I hope you are getting the picture. With the diagram, you can see the bench there. And also, the lower central part is called the well. Mark it that this, you can see I put it with a red marker, that the lower central part is called the well. And its function is to accommodate or keep tools that are brought out for a particular job, and also to prevent accidents. And there are some appliances that are attached to this workbench. Number one is the vise. This has a release level that allow quick movement and grips. Number two is bench top. It is used to prevent wood from slipping off the bench. Bench top during planning. The next one is bench hook or bench hold fast. It is used for holding job while cutting or chiseling on the bench. Now, let's go to some measuring tools. You can see some of the picture of the measuring tools. We have the metric blow, we have the calipers, we have the pair of divider, we have a protractor, we have the vernier caliper. And now look at, these are the setting out tools. The setting and the marking out tools. We have the T-square, we have the sliding bevel, we have the meter square, we have the pair of compass, we have a trimmer, we have the surface plants, we have the scraper, we have the punch, and the boring tools. We have the brass, we have the bit and the wood drill, we have the bradaws. Now let's go to the holding tools. Now these measuring tools are basically used for measurements, taking measurements to the wood where you want to cut or the job which you want to do. Now the setting out tools, these are tools that are used to set out, as in marking out tools. You can see the surface planes, you can see the punch there. All these ones are used to marking. When you take your measurement, you use this setting out and marking out tools to measure it. And these boring tools are used to bore holes, basically for boring holes. And the holding devices, these are devices which we use in holding our woods, hold our jobs, so that when cutting or drilling, it will not affect or give us a wrong shape which we desire. There are some G clamp, the pliers, the F clamp, the shaft clamp, the toolmaker clamp. All these ones are basically used for holding a wood or a job to avoid vibration. Now the next one is the cutting and the paring tools. You can see the saw. There are types of saw. There we have the rip saw, the cross cut saw, the bow saw, the tenor saw, and the hacksaw. The hacksaw is for irons. The tenor saw are for woods, all these sharp corners which you want to cut. Also the rip saw. Now the files, we have types of files that are used basically for different jobs. Files are used to cut out metals. They are used to file out to remove little metals to smoothen a work. The planes, we have the jack planes, we have the smooth plane. All these ones are used also for cutting. Most of them are used for smoothing. And the chisels also are cutting tools. Chisels in the sense that where the saw cannot go in, the chisel can go in. Where the plane cannot go in, the chisel can go in. Also the file can go in. They are used for different functions. And also we have the drilling tools, which are the screwdrivers, the hammers, the punch. All these ones are functioning differently. Screwdrivers, you can use you can use a hammer to hit a screw. Definitely you will use screwdrivers. Here are types of screwdrivers. And also a little punch that you need, you can't use hammer, you use a punch to punch it. Also there are some nails you can use screwdrivers for. So all these ones have their functions. Alright, now this is a summary I am leaving with you. Number one is measuring tools are used for taking dimension in the workshop, e.g. the rules, the caliper, the protectors, etc. The second one is setting out and marking out tools are tools used for setting and marking out in the workshop. It can also be used for checking angles, e.g. the tri-square, the slipping bevel, the meter square, the scraper, etc. Number three, I said driving tools are used for sending in or bringing out screws, nails, or marking small dots, e.g. we have the hammer, the screws, the drivers, etc. Number four, I said boring tools are used for boring holes, e.g. the brass fixed with bit or brad doors. The fifth one, I say holding tools are used for holding jobs on the workbench, e.g. the vice, the G clamp, the F clamp, etc. The last one, I said the cutting and the paring tools are used for cutting the material cutting the material in pieces for jobs like the saw, the planes, and the chisels. Now I'm leaving you with this assignment. You can see the assignment there. Identify 10 working tools and group them into measuring, driving, cutting, and making out tools. The next one, I said define the term well in woodwork. The last one, I said draw any cutting tools. Thank you.